people around here. Make sure they are protected from misfortune. That security comes with a price, of course, so we're going to collect what we are owed. Discretion is good for business. But if blood must be spilled,
We know you're up there!
let it be theirs and not yours. Whatever it takes, Enzo. Do what must be done. Face to face, you'll see a fear in a man's eyes.
Put down the knife!
That's when you know you have won. Strike then, and end it. A blade is a beautiful thing. It has a single purpose. It is a means to an end. Master yours, and remember, it is not the steel that kills, but the hand that guides it.
You can't beat me, Carlos.
Not every problem can be solved with a knife. Sometimes, you need to light a fire under someone just to get them to listen. But our family's message is always heard. Our thing is your life now.
And loaded.
Clean work!
Enemy fast movers destroyed.
Containment breach in progress.
Oh, you and I are gonna make some sweet, sweet music.
Ass-kicking mode activated.
Oh dear.
Breach strike is imminent. Stadium is open for business. Coming in hot!
Murder is what started all of this.
Nothing can erase all of your sins, Edward.
Let's see what you're good for. Visual on Portal.
Do something, Maya.
Yeah! Come on, let's go!
You like that?
My wife and child, surely their lives count for more than a machine's.
Be advised. Local gravity levels are falling.
Flanking you! Here comes uber trouble.
Crushing my enemies is in my program.
There it is!
This is the place.
A crime. Something like this should never have happened.
I was right.
miracles you so claim. Until the towering shadows vanished into the mist.
I pray for their grace, but all that came were inferior shades. Why do we have to bear the consequences of such power?
Time. War. Mortality. These essences shall not fall into your treacherous hands. Wayward emissaries, grant us the forgotten miracles. Rain fire from above.
This desolate land needs a sprinkle of madness.
Remember, no matter what happens, we did not betray this world.
To fight, but then new life one day we'll see, and everywhere our name will be survivors.
Hell Is Us is not your typical action-adventure game. There's no map, no quest markers, and no hand-holding. Just organic exploration asking you to trust your senses and a country torn apart by civil war and plagued with supernatural forces. You're free to explore and to investigate in your own way. But deep within this wounded land lie hidden places, structures that seem to resist time, sometimes buried, sometimes towering in plain sight, but always waiting for someone bold enough to enter and understand. We didn't design these dungeons as mere set pieces. We built them like old school video game challenges. Tight, crafted, deliberate. Every corner, every obstacle, every encounter is there for a reason. You'll face twisted architecture, enemies that push your mastery of the melee system, and layouts that force you to think, not just react. If you missed the days where exploring a dungeon was memorable, this is for you. Each dungeon has its own identity, its own history. We wanted them to feel alive and wonderful to discover. The kind of places that leave an impression even after you have left. Deep in those dungeons, you will encounter good old-fashioned environmental puzzles requiring you to take a step back in order to understand. Solving a dungeon puzzle in Hell Is Us is about understanding the location and its environments, observing, trying things, failing sometimes, and coming back with a fresh idea that will solve it all. When it clicks, that's when you feel it, that little rush. Not because the game told you what to do, but because you figured it out on your own. That's what we're after. While puzzles are a key part of the dungeons in Hell Is Us, there's more to them than just that. Some of the fights you will face might stick with you. Not because they're brutally hard, that's not the kind of game we're making, but because they hit differently. They happen at the right moment, in the right place, and they carry weight in your journey.
Secrecy surrounding this project weighs heavily on my conscience. What if we unleash something we cannot control? We've only scratched the surface of the ocean's mysteries. Newfound creature, it's unlike anything we've ever encountered.
Those monsters only exist in your head, they said. Great material for your art. I actually believed them. Until that night. Feels like I've walked straight into one of my nightmares.
Status report. Looks like it penetrated through there. You need to inspect the hull damage first. Doesn't look too good either. What is that? You feeling alright? My body's going one way and my mind going another.
What is that? This ship is infected with an alien organism. It still doesn't feel real sometimes.
Now, forget why you
Do you think Williams knows more about this substance than he's letting on? I couldn't take any chances with him.
It's to manipulate its physical appearance. It's changing its cellular structure. It's replicating human form. It's replacing us.
You know this would be just a bit to hear. But if you're still out there, you deserve the truth.
Talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, or lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
said my luck would dry up. Now it's time to put that to the test.
The Enlightened offer a reward for the capture of the Renegade Runner and his cargo.
Don't let them get anywhere near the Ark.
You're beyond any talk of redemption. Prepare your soul for death.
No one ever says goodbye anymore.
Survive our trials, and then you'll earn our favor.
We can't save anyone if the Ark is ruined.
Don't you desire to soar to a new level of existence?
Tick-tock, renegade!
Look out!
How violent is too violent when it comes to video games?
Controversial computer game.
The original game was banned in more than 10 countries.
You know what it means to go postal?
Postal.
Postal?
Postal?
Very controversial video game.
Man, this shit is boring.
We wanted to make a game that was no nonsense, run around, shoot, and have fun.
Now this is more like it.
To introduce Quest 3.
It's a first-person adventure, but along the way, anything is possible.
This game would be great in VR. I should start a petition. Father, if I kill people in VR, do I go to hell? When you're done sleeping, sign here. You look like someone with strong opinions. Now that gives me an idea. I'm only asking for a signature. What could go wrong? Fuck. Care to sign? Looks like I'm gonna have to spice things up to get some signatures. I'll, come back later. Damn, still short. Guess I gotta call in some backup.
Valued shareholders of the TDR Corporation, we are proud to debut our newest project, the Live Frame. Meet our first prototype, DF-191.
Call me Rafa, sir.
DF-191 here hails from the Seam, asteroid belt, yes?
Yes, sir.
So you grew up in microgravity. Your body can't handle a planetary gravity well.
First time I stepped off the shuttle, I fell flat on my face.
And yet here you stand, tall, proud, model of a TDR soldier.
Gracias, sir.
Let's have a demonstration. Live Frame is an advanced exoskeleton that enables anyone to survive the battlefield. Right now, the weight of DF-191's own body is betraying him, crushing his lungs. He's fighting for his life, and not for the TDR Corporation.
Hey, bastardo.
Thanks to the tireless efforts of our scientists and the sacrifices made by DF-191 and his fellow prototypes, Live Frame is a success! Now, there's only one thing more important to TDR than the lives and honor of our armed forces, the living, breathing backbone of this company. And that is saving. Project Live Frame is too expensive.
What?
The board has decided to reduce our overhead in R&D. What's the most expensive part of soldiers? Keeping them alive. The Dead Frame enables exoskeleton-fitted soldiers to fight even after they perish on the battlefield. 10th of the cost. Come quietly, DF-191.
I told you, it's Rafa.
I want him dead!
Lo siento, my friend.
You think your life matters? This is Tedior. Everything we make is cheap, designed to be thrown away. Guns, soldiers, we are, all of us, savings.
Rafa is no one's savings. Rafa is free.
So you perished and rose again to haunt this world.
No. Rafa no está muerto. Dead frame, it is a branding thing.
Well, do you drink blood or...
That's vampires. He's a zombie.
It's not... What part aren't you getting? I am alive. See, I have been given a second chance. I may die at any moment. That is why I live carefree. You know, YOLO, as they say.
Yolt, given your supernatural resurrection.
You know what? Fine. Yolt. Ay, son idiotas.